It has been a very, very long time since I rode my e-bike on a video. So much so that many of my new subscribers, how you doing, have been kind of commenting saying you should get an e-bike, not realising I actually have one because it's been so long. Now there are a couple of reasons why I haven't ridden an e-bike. A lot of big mountain days that needed to hike a bike, and obviously hiking a bike and e-bike is quite hard work. And also my headset bearings failed, my front wheel bearings failed as well, and the bike just wasn't feeling that great. I've got the Highlander front wheel on the bike and I have got new headset bearings in, so we should be good again. So anyway, this video is going to involve the e-bike, and despite me saying that I've been doing hike-a-bike days and I'm not taking e-bike on that, I am going to do a mountain. This is Beinn Ghlas. I've been here before. I've got 3 or 4 videos from here perhaps, but yeah, this is a good one because for the most part you can actually cycle all the way to the top on an e-bike. So I'm utilising the e-bike to its fullest and we're going to cycle to the top of this Monroe Beinn Ghlas. Oh, and we are off. First obstacle. I actually turned up here about 3 o'clock in the afternoon and the car park was way fuller than I was expecting. So I just chilled out in the roof tent, had a nap, and now it's 25 minutes past 6. So the car park's just a bit empty. I should not get in anyone's way. Trying to get the e-bike climbing technique back. Sharpish, I'm going to need it in this one. So now we are on the Beinn Ghlas path. So this is going to take us between Beinn Ghlas and Beinn Ghlas. It'll become more obvious when we get there. But this is the alternative to going up the shoulder, which you could definitely not cycle up. And I'm basically coming straight back down this one as well. It's just more suited to the e-bike, but I do need to come back and do the shoulder sometime soon. So 4 kilometres in from the car park and we've kind of got to the first proper change of terrain. Once we get up around the shoulder, trail gets a little bit techier, and there we go, round the corner. You can see the trail cutting in a nice consistent gradient on the way up to the Beinn Ghlas there. We're actually heading up that way, but first we've got to go over there. And this is the Beinn Ghlas. Beinn Ghlas up ahead. We're going this way. Things get a bit easier now. Hardest bit is done. Let's see if we can just do this nice and clean right to the top. That would be pretty cool. Oh, this is wonderful. A couple of bits I would have rather have a regular bike, but this bit, loving having the e-bike. Still got some remnants of snow. Not as much as the Cairngorms, but still a decent amount. Oh yes. Don't know what way's got the better views. All of them. Every direction. Not quite the Highlands, but it's still a beast. No messing. Okie dokie. Let's just get a quick look around whilst we are up here. So, well, we can actually see exactly what we'll be doing. We'll be going back down this subtle ridge, take a little U-turn at the Beinn Ghlas, and down, follow that single track round there, round this little buttress here, and all the way down, out of sight, down to the car park, which is 6.15 kilometres away. And then that Beinn Ghlas is the base of Beinn Ghlas, which is a very tall mountain. It's the highest of the southern uplands. Loch Tay, lovely loch that feeds longest river in the UK, the River Tay, funnily enough. Working our way around. I'm not overly familiar with these hills here, however I do reckon that that one there is the Loch Earn Beinn Ghlas. The one there will be Beinn Ghlas, not quite a Munro. And then looking over this way, down there is Cullen. That's the little village with the Falls of Docket going through it. That's the way I come in from the west coast. And then walking away around there, that is Beinn Moor and Stob Binion right next to it. They are very much on the to-do list very soon, once the snow goes, basically. Still see there's a lot of snow held up there. Then walking away around here, that is Meal Nan Tarmacan. Now, I didn't think that that was good for biking, and I don't think that the ridge itself is, but following that profile down, there is a path from the very same car park. Very keen to come back and give that a go. And then the sun is going to ruin everything else. But yeah, looking further north, we do have, that probably is Glencoe there actually, and then more around to the Moors and Ben Nevis. Unfortunately, the sun has ruined this for us. Something like that. I know I'll get some questions, so here it is. Skydio 2, that's the drone. Not available technically outside of the USA or Canada at the moment, but it is worth trying to get a hold of anyway. Oh, quickly grab my gloves, because I know that triggers some people, me not wearing gloves. So I used 47% to get up here, for anyone that's genuinely interested. I'm going to stick it in trail mode, maybe eco mode. Right, let's go. So I'm not going to lie to you and say that it was a piece of piss getting up here and I cycled a whole lot, because it wasn't, and I didn't. But I'll tell you, it really took the edge off things. Oh, just checking the drone is still following. Yeah, definitely less effort overall than it would have been just slogging the whole way. Okay, you cannot flick the back end round like you can in a normal bike though. Yeah, this top section flows so lovely. It's really nice. It's got some bumps, but you know, they're easy. Wow, that was quite the move. Just straight line it. Don't bother with the easy lines. Lovely. Yeah, this thing hides its weight well. Really does do a good job. Still feels nimble and playful. Now for the less flowing and extremely awkward section. All the way around to that buttress is really quite nadgery. Oh, pedal well and truly caught there. Oh. Snake hips. Snake hips are out. We've got this section's been redone. I tell you, I think this is actually easier. I think it's had quite a bit of traffic in the last few years, but it's actually just got wider overall. So there's a few more options. Nope, nope. Oh, shin digger. Gotta love a shin digger. If you can see my body position, try to keep low, hang off the back a wee bit, and let the limbs just really move around and soak up all the undulations in the trail. And don't forget those snake hips. So you'll probably notice my suspension is really fast in the rebound, and that is intentional for this bike, just so that I can hop over these drainage ditches a bit easier. I need to get my eyes a bit further forward. I'm getting surprised by some of these features because I'm not scanning far enough ahead. A trap we all fall back into every now and then. New section. Oh. Oh. Narrow pedals there. Getting in all kinds of shapes there. Oh. So engaging. A hard one. Oh, and there's big drops. Yeah, you can see the path, or multiple paths cutting off all sides. So sticking to the gully is a rare occurrence. Hopefully the drone can still track me now. Yeah, sod it. I'm gonna stick it out the front. Too busy worrying about it. Oh! I just snapped my seat. Carbon fibre rails. Ben did warn me that does happen. Right, well, try not to sit down, eh? We're going back to trusty alloy rails after this. No rails, eh? Ooh. Things are going to get narrow here. The gully is so dangerous. I think we might be able to. Jesus, that was ascent. I left it so late I couldn't stop, so just had to commit. Oh, this is getting intense. Woo! Holy moly. There we go. Lovely. Splinters and everything. Or suspension on one side. So there we go. I finally got back out on the e-bike, and takes a bit of getting used to, but it's the same but different. It is a mountain bike. It does everything that a mountain bike does, but it does carry a little bit more weight, but also it carries a bit more climbing prowess. But the main thing for me is on descents like that, where the Deviate Highlander stays light and nimble and poppy, where you can get over all these features fairly easy with a lot less effort. This thing plows. It builds up so much speed with that inertia, and the fact that it's centralized mass. I won't go into the physics, but it carries speed really well, even compared to a high pivot point. But you find yourself on trails like that carrying more speed than you are willing or capable of dealing with the consequences. So a couple of bits in there where there just wasn't much I could do. I just had to go for it. So there is definitely a very high intensity to riding an e-bike on trails like that. Other places maybe not so bad, but yeah, it's good. It's good to be back out on it. Not so good that I've broken another thing on it, but we'll get that fixed and try and use it a bit more. Anyway, thanks for watching this one, and we'll catch you up another mountain, maybe even Meal Nan Tarmacan behind us there on the next one. Who knows? Ciao.